Hey everyone, it's Rob Tucker, the lead pastor here at Watkins United Methodist Church. And I first just want to invite you to our drive-in Christmas Eve service coming up this Christmas Eve at 6 o'clock. You'll pull in here to our lower parking lot. You'll tune your radio to 89.1, and you'll go to our website. On the front page will be an order of worship for you to follow along in the different Christmas carols we'll be singing and as we light the candles of Christmas. We do invite you to bring an electronic candle with you for you to light inside of your vehicle. Also to bring a lantern to put on top of your car as we celebrate the light that has come as well. There'll be a time which you are able to donate either electronically here to the church, or if you do bring cash or check, there'll be a safe way for you to deposit that at the church as well. Above all, we just hope that you'll join us on a beautiful, beautiful Christmas Eve night from safe within your car to come to worship with us. I'm continuing our weekly Advent joy with a reading from Richard Rohr's book, Preparing for Christmas. And today, the passage comes from the Gospel of Luke, the first chapter, verses 51 through 53, and it says this: God has scattered the proud in the thoughts of their hearts. He has brought down the powerful from their thrones and lifted up the lowly. He has filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty. Richard Rohr says these words: And Jesus' consistent teaching and in Mary's great Magnificat both say there are three major obstacles to the coming of the reign of God. I call them the three P's: power, prestige, and possessions. Mary refers to them as the proud, the mighty on thrones, and the rich. These, she says, God is rooting, pulling down, and sending away empty. This great prayer of Mary was considered so subversive by the Argentine government that they banned it from public at protest marches. We can easily take 9/10 of Jesus' teachings and very clearly align it under one of those three categories. Our attachments to power, prestige, and possessions are obstacles to God's coming. Why could we not see that? For some reason, we tend to localize evil in our bodies more than in our mind, heart, and spirit. We are terribly ashamed of our own embodiment, and our shame is invariably located in addictive things like drinking, drugs, sex, overeating, and body image. Maybe that is why God had to become a body in Jesus Christ. God needed to tell us it was good to be a human body. This is central and pivotal to the Christmas message. I'm surely for a proper sexual morality, but Jesus never once says this is the core issue. They tend to be sins of weakness or addiction more than malice or power. In fact, Jesus says that the prostitutes are getting into the kingdom of God before some of us who have made easy bedfellows with power, prestige, and possessions. These are the attitudes that numb the heart, allow us to make very egocentric judgments, and dull our general spiritual perception. For some reason, much of Christian history has chosen not to see this, and we have localized evil in other places than Jesus did. It is the sins of our mind and heart that make the big picture almost impossible to see. This teaching is hidden in plain sight, but once we see it in text after text, we cannot any longer unsee it. Mary seems to have seen long, deep, and lovely. The question for reflection today, he asks this, and if you are brave enough, you can post this in the comment section below or discuss it with a family member or a loved one. But I encourage you to wrestle with it in the coming days. The question of reflection says this: how are power, prestige, and possessions preventing you from entering the kingdom? I'll ask you that question again. How are power, prestige, and possessions preventing you from entering the kingdom? Maybe a good way to start is of those three things, power, prestige, and possessions, which one do you struggle with the most? Which one seems to have power over your life? Which one seems to be a decision maker for you? Power, prestige, and possessions. A lot to think about on this Christmas Eve week, isn't it? Until next time, grace and peace, my friends.